Matt Hughes, Illinois corn-fed hick, and I say that with much affection, is a legend and a badass. So much of a badass that not even a train could kill him. A UFC Hall of Famer, Matt Hughes had very humble beginnings. And believe it or not, he actually went over to Japan for a singular fight in Shooto. And that's the subject of today's MMA Oddities. Hello, friends and loved ones. It's me, the most dangerous man alive today, back for more odd MMA action. And this one is kind of odd for the same reasons that I guess you could say Chael Sonnen fighting in Pancrase was odd. You wouldn't typically associate Matt Hughes with Shooto, and his one-off fight in Shooto, while not very odd in the motions of the fight, is just odd because Matt Hughes and Shooto? Fucking weird. This fight took place at Shooto 10th anniversary event on May 29th, 1999. Matt Hughes had just begun his MMA career, in fact, a year prior in January of 1998. Up until this point, Matt Hughes had only lost once in his career, and his record was 7-1. In fact, his only loss was to Dennis Hallman, another man who was actually fighting at this 10th anniversary event. Matt Hughes' opponent is Akihiro Gono. Remember him? Yes, he's the same guy that fought Chael Sonnen. I guess Akihiro Gono was the go-to guy to fight young rising American wrestlers. Akihiro Gono had got his start way back at the Lumex Cup. We still haven't figured out what exactly a Lumex is. And his record up until this point was 8-6-2. This was a pretty difficult fight to get a hold of. This event was pretty difficult to get a hold of. And I will say this event fucking sucks. It's 3 hours of decisions. It has some, pretty marquee names in it. It has Call Uno. Carlos Newton's also in it. And of course, Matt Hughes and Akihiro Gono. I won't say it's a horrible event. I guess if you appreciate decision fights, it's really good, but it's 3 hours. There's only 2 non-decisions on the card. Anyway, it just, trust me when I say this, it kind of blows. With all that out of the way, it's about time we just press play here now. Pretty crappy quality, pretty terrible rip. I don't know if this is a VHS rip. It might be. Matt Hughes here for this fight is 26 years old, and Akihiro Gono is 25 years old. Oddly enough, these men were born about a week apart. Matt Hughes on October 13th and Call Uno on October 7th. They're both the same height, 5'9". Both are the same weight, I believe, for this fight, 170. Here's some action of Akihiro Gono. Kind of strange twist of fate that Akihiro Gono would fight Matt Hughes, legendary American mixed martial arts wrestler hybrid, and he'd also fight Chael Sonnen early in their careers. At this time, Akihiro Gono was kind of a Shooto fighter, although he would go into Pancrase around 2001. Matt Hughes wouldn't appear in the UFC until his next fight after this one, which was at UFC 22, but that would be his only UFC until UFC 26, about a year apart. September 24th was UFC 22. Who the fuck is this guy? This is the ref, and I don't know if he's explaining the rules or what is exactly going on here. Multicolored wristbands, what is the significance of that? Shooto kind of an oddity all in itself. At the time, Shooto had kind of occupied like a weird place in terms of MMA. And I always kind of been like the black sheep of Japanese MMA, though they had stars, they had legitimate star fighters, but I don't know if it was, and this just might be me being an outsider looking into Japan here, but I didn't get the sense that Shooto was held in the same regard as Pancrase or Rings or Pride. Most certainly not after Pride exploded in 2000. This guy and his fucking bottom lip. What is he reading off a newspaper? I have to thank the Russians again for this. The Russians, I sent out the call because I'm like, oh, Matt Hughes fought in Shooto. Huh, interesting. He fought against Akihiro. Really interesting. And I put out the call and they were able to provide this event. I was maybe thinking of doing a classic MMA revival just for this whole event, but it's shit. 3 hours of decisions. There's only 2 fights on the card that aren't decisions. Kao Uno in the main event. He submits, I forget who he fights in the main event. And then there's another one. Carlos Newton submitted his opponent in the first round, I believe. Everything else is decisions, and I believe all fights are 3 5-minute rounds. Interesting tidbit about our 2 fighters here. They share 2 common opponents. Chris Hassman and Hayato Sakurai, and they both defeated those guys. So the true measure of who's the better man will come down to this fight, because they both beat the same 2 men. Well, Chris Hassman, they both beat around the same time. Maybe I want to say Gono fought him earlier than Matt Hughes did, but Matt Hughes would fight Sakurai mid-2000s, and Gono wouldn't fight him until the late 2000s. Fucking J-pop. Akihiro Gono's coming up with this. It really warms my heart that Matt Hughes appears to have made a full recovery, or almost full recovery, from his train truck accident. Don't know the details exactly what happened, but I do know his truck was hit by a train here in Illinois. It's probably near his home. He's from Hillsboro, which is about 150 miles maybe from where I'm at in Illinois. But really good to hear that he's made a recovery. Though I think that's kind of put the kibosh on his comeback. He'd been talking about a comeback earlier in 2007 here. Don't think it's going to happen. Maybe it might. Maybe it's a one-off. Here comes Akihiro Gono. He's got his little kind of goatee going on. The starts of it, we would see it full-fledged when he fought Chael Sonnen. Really long shirt here. It's a big shirt, extra large. He's not an extra large man. I gotta adjust my seat here. Let me adjust the microphone too. Ooh, he throws a shirt into the crowd. Somebody got a souvenir. There's Matt Hughes. At this point, he was 25. Oh no, he's 24. His birthday wouldn't be till October. So he's 24, and Gono is 23 then, because their birthdays are a week apart. Matt Hughes, who looked the same for about a decade, like his appearance didn't change at all. Same haircut, same face, same body shape. Maybe he put on, maybe I would say a little bit more, less muscle, more more fat a little bit later in his career there, but still, his arms are pretty big here. Whoa, he shoots in there with Gono. That was a bad shot. It was pretty far out, didn't have a high chance of success. Now they're grappling here. Gono pulls back there for almost a drag takedown, and he gets on top. He's in half guard. Matt Hughes, of course, legendary American wrestler. He's the hybrid, the evolution of the MMA fighter in America. And I attribute a lot of UFC's rise in success to him, and I would say that his fight against Royce Gracie was sort of like UFC killing off the old UFC completely and ushering in this era of this really evolved hybrid fighter. Matt Hughes way ahead of his time. Nice takedown there as he catches the leg. Gono's trying his best to keep him at bay here. Sort of in a tall half guard. Gono's got a leg over. He's going, oh. Matt Hughes was going to go for a slam there, but Gono was letting go to stop that from happening. They're under the ropes. Ref moves him out. I tried my best to clean up this video and make it look a little bit better. Don't know if I helped a whole lot. Matt Hughes in full guard. Little calf kicks there by Gono. Some ground and pound by Matt Hughes here. He postures up, gets high up. He's not really interested in breaking the guard right here. Gono's switching around here again for maybe a triangle. Oh, big slam. That time Gono did not let go of the slam. He held on. Maybe so he could try to deepen that triangle. Now he's going across the face for an arm bar. Matt Hughes gets out. Nice. Matt Hughes, great shape, great body. Checks his nose. Is it bleeding? Who would ever thought Matt Hughes would go over to Shooto? And I'm not sure why he didn't come back for more. Because looking at his record after this, he had the one UFC after this, but then he went into Extreme Challenge and a bunch of random other MMA promotions, including Super Brawl, WEF, JKD. And he actually have a trio of rings fights a little bit later in 2000. He wouldn't really, I guess, be signed to UFC under contract until about 2001. His first fight against Carlos Newton, that slam he did to KO, and then his fight right after that was against Hayato Sakurai. Here we go, Matt Hughes is in the guard again, postured up. Not sure what his plans are here with this posturing up, because he's not going to break the guard. If he put his elbow back, now he's back on his knees. If he put his elbow back into the thigh of Gono, he could have loosened that up and maybe passed. Don't think he's interested in passing though here. He might be looking to get off some ground and pound from guard. Upside down heel kicks from Gono. Doesn't he know that the Gracies were the Christopher Columbuses of the upside down heel kicks? They're both in blue. Don't know why both these guys would be wearing blue and white, unless that's the required Shooto colors. I don't think it is, but. Gono's just sort of resting back here. He's holding on, trying to hold on to the wrists while he's doing his upside down heel kicks. Not really doing a whole lot. Matt Hughes posturing up. He's not doing a whole lot here. He's sort of just, he's pretty much laying and praying here. A couple body shots there. Over the top with a right. Gono's going high with his guard again. Might be trying to set up a straight arm bar here. Oh, and the bell rings. First round down. Not a very exciting round. Gono's still just laying down taking a breather. Is he tired? Is he gassed out from that? Wow. Get up on your stool. Drink some water. Low energy Gono. Wow. Here's that slam. As Gono holds on here. He holds on to the wrist. No, it's not the slam. It's the armbar attempt. It was a pretty slick armbar attempt, though. It was kind of that grab the bottom of the wrist, didn't have full control of the arm. I thought they're going to show the slam. Second round here. Matt Hughes. Not sure if he was on any type of enhancements at this time. Maybe he was. I mean, he's got his muscles, though. He's got that Illinois farm boy muscles. Just strong core muscles. His shoulders were always big. His back muscles were always big. His arms are a little bit bigger than we might remember. He might have been maybe on a little bit of supplements here. He takes him down. He's in the half guard. Maybe he'll try and pass again, or actually try and pass here. Matt Hughes really isn't working a whole lot. He's sort of biding his time, using his control on top, and obviously this game Matt Hughes is going to win. If you're underneath Matt Hughes, not really. You're not going to have a lot of opportunities to get out from this. Especially, I know Gono. He's got a lot of grappling experience. He did the Lumex Cups, but Matt Hughes was a completely different breed. Like I said, when you say that this guy was the archetype of the modern MMA fighter, 100%, he was the evolution of the MMA fighter. Now, maybe not at this time, but he would show that he would show the blueprint of how to make a good MMA fighter. Now, maybe it's not the same today, but I would say back when the mid-2000s, when MMA had really evolved and changed since the early days of the bare-knuckle, no-holds-barred style. But no, I still think you could probably take a Matt Hughes from this era, maybe early 2000s, start of his UFC career. You could pluck him right from there and pop him down into the welterweight division of UFC today, and I guarantee you he'd be successful. A lot of people shit on Matt Hughes. He's kind of a dick. They say he's kind of a jerk off. I guess you could describe him as. But you know what? I mean, yeah. Illinois hick. Illinois farm boy hick. Guys like him are a dime a dozen. I'm telling you, living out here in Illinois, especially you get around these farm boys with their pickup trucks and their hunting. Matt Hughes tries to get off some punches here. He's at the end of the legs. Gono not doing a whole lot. The rules here are another slam attempt here by Matt Hughes. Doesn't really get much of it. The rules here are Shooto. I think we're kind of like a standard MMA, not the Pride rules. I don't think there's any knees or kicks to the head of a downed opponent. Probably no elbows. Matt Hughes here with a classic wrestler hook. He's in side control. Maybe he can get something off here. So yeah, Shooto had, just looking at this, I would imagine Shooto had a very standard, bland MMA rule set. He traps the left arm there. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix almost. He's got the right arm trapped. He could get off some good punches here. He needs to separate from this position though and posture up a little. He's got that arm trapped. Oh, and he gives it up. It looks like no, he's mostly giving it a bad move. But Gono is holding on here. Now he gets out, gets loose. Matt Hughes in half guard now. Really disappointed not seeing a whole lot from either of these men. Crossface by Matt Hughes. He should get off some hammer fists right here. But maybe the rule set of Shooto kind of has stifled him. I don't see any elbows being thrown. Matt Hughes asks for him to stand up. Going on. Whoa, goes for a spinning back fist, but misses, and now he's back on the bottom. Oh. Could hear the Japanese crowd groan. They're under the ropes. Ref is going to definitely reposition him here. Matt Hughes is kind of looking for it. He's like looking back. Where's the ref? He cross faces. Ref gets in there. Separates. Pull him. Yeah, this way, guys. Nice job, ref. Wow. That was very efficient. Not like Pride. Pride needs to call in like, 4 or 5 refs. But again, these guys are kind of smaller. I'd imagine the ref is probably the same size as both these guys. Oh, bell rings. End of round 2. Wow, what a round! Amazing fight. Trust me when I say this. This whole card is like this. Oh boy. So here's some replay of the awesome action. None of those punches. Not a single, that was the highlights of the round, and not a single one of those punches connected. Gono's looking a little bit fresher now. Matt Hughes, I don't think he's tired at all. Matt Hughes always had a really good gas tank. Gono, his hair is all fucked up. Third and final round here. Let's see some fireworks, boys. Let's see something happen. I want to see some excitement. Kicks. Gono, do some of your karate kicks. He's going to let off a kick. I feel it. Oh, kind of a lunging jab there by Matt Hughes, who's in southpaw. Pretty nice shot, but Gono was ready for it. Matt Hughes is probably going to try and work. Nope. Oh, there's a kick by Gono! Yes! Let's see some more of that. Matt Hughes would add some pretty good... Oh, another kick and he falls! Doke! Matt Hughes gets on top. And he gets tangled up into full guard. Matt Hughes, his striking wasn't bad. It wasn't the key part of his MMA game, and neither were submissions, but his submissions were good too. Matt Hughes is really surprising, like his diversity. He wasn't the best striker, wasn't the best at submissions, but he had just enough of both those things to be really successful. His kicks also weren't bad. I mean, he wasn't no, Taekwondo, black belt. I mean, he might have some karate in his background, like kids in Illinois fucking used to be, not anymore, but there used to be a, karate dojo on any business corner in Illinois. It was crazy. I think we have one karate dojo now in town here, but used to be, fuck. They're everywhere, fucking everywhere. And you had the same doofy fucking Illinois hick, black belt. Fucking purchased his black belt, went over to Japan or Thailand or wherever and fucking did a seminar and got a black belt. These fucking hicks, you could kick their ass. Even with their black belt karate skills. You just look at him and say, like, I could fucking whip your ass. Here we go, Matt Hughes, more laying and praying, pretty much. Little hammer fist. Now he gets off some good shots. Nice. That was pretty good. He needs a lot more of that to make this fight into something, though. I think comfortably Matt Hughes has this one. Oh, I wouldn't think he would be going for an arm choke, but that could have happened. It could have happened. I think I think the round in the fight is probably going to end here. Gono is he's not even going to try and get out from this. He's just going to lay here or ride this out. He's not doing much at all. He's not trying to escape. He's not trying to push away. He's just holding on to Matt Hughes here. Pretty disappointing. I like Gono, but I guess you could say Gono. He was one of those venerable Japanese fighters, always held in high regard, but he was held in high regard in Japan. And he's a legitimate, star, good fighter, but I think you put him in there with top-level talent from Brazil or America, and I just don't see him having a whole lot of success. Gono here is pretty much just, he's wiped out. He's trying to keep Matt Hughes' arms away, keep him in guard, trying to tie up the forearms here. Sort of a whimpering end here to this fight as we get close to the end. Some more flailing punches from Matt Hughes. He doesn't do a whole lot with those. Just covering his head and putting his face into Akihiro Gono's body here. His chest, his abdomen. He's not really interested in finishing this fight. He's grinding out here. Boring. He's at the ends of Akihiro's feet here, but Akihiro is not really even trying to push him away. Now he kicks away, but Matt Hughes just sort of ejected there. Don't get back in the fucking guard. Just let him stand up, Matt. Oh, nice! Leg kick there from the bottom. Oh, and he sort of wraps up here. He could have. Nope, he's going to get slammed again. Oh, and the bell rang. In that. I think I made the sound effect just when the bell rang. Oh, Akihiro Gono's hair. Wow, look at it. It's all puffed up. Oh, and we're going to go to a decision. Though I think we know what the decision is going to be. Is there any doubt here? It's going to be Akihiro Gono. just like he stole that fight. That fight was stolen from Chael Sonnen. When he fought Chael Sonnen, I think Chael Sonnen, I wouldn't say dominated the fight, but controlled it, and he clearly won. But the fight was given to Akihiro Gono. That was in Pancrase. This is in Shooto, so maybe there's... Oh, that was sort of a limp-wristed punch there. Matt Hughes, winner after 3 rounds via decision. Oh, this fight was not good. This was not a good fight. Little welt under Matt Hughes' right eye there. His gross right ear looks like a troll's ear with all the cauliflower. His left ear isn't so bad, but it's got some pretty bad cauliflower. Gono. There he goes. He's not even going down the ramp. He's just he's gonna go through. Matt Hughes getting his photo taken. All right, he's there's the ring announcer, and he's off to go back to eat some corn in Illinois. Matt Hughes, everybody, Matt Hughes. And that does it. The fight's over. All right, so what did you think? What did you think of Matt Hughes' only Shooto fight? Was it everything you hoped it would be? It wasn't for me. This was a terrible fight. Neither man looked good. Neither man looked like they really cared about winning. Cared about actually finishing the other guy. Maybe Matt Hughes, you could argue that he Gono went for the armbar, didn't really have much on it. Matt Hughes was trying to slam him, tried punches, but really the effort just wasn't there. Not a good fight. It's one for the annals of history that will now live on forever as an MMA oddity. Leave your comments below. Tell us exactly what you thought. Talk about Matt Hughes. Talk about Akihiro Gono. Call me an asshole. I don't care. Whatever you want to do, just go nuts. If you haven't yet, like, share, subscribe. This is the most dangerous man alive today. Wishing you goodbye. I fucked that up. Goodbye, good luck. And we'll sniff you fucking jerks later.